every top executive actually should be studying Banducci's disastrous interview with Four Corners this week to learn what not to do. I suspect it's going to be on every show reel in every training session. How the most clever executives make the most basic mistakes, usually out of sheer arrogance, right? Joining me is Sophie Elsworth, media writer of the Australian newspaper. Sophie, I will guarantee that at least some of Banducci's top advisors told him, do not do this interview with the ABC. And I would say, especially do not do a pre-recorded interview where the interviewer can goad you and ask you the same question half a dozen times until you finally lose it and bang, and that's what goes to air. The rest, no matter how brilliant you were, does not. Why do you think he did it?
Well, I think, as we know, Andrew, the supermarkets are in the firing line at the moment. They're almost like the airlines were. It was all about Alan Joyce last year and the failures with Qantas, and now the heat is on the supermarkets. But let's be clear here, Andrew. Brad Banducci is not a new kid on the block. He's been the CEO of Woolworths for 8 odd years. He's very experienced in front of the media. If I was his media advisor, I'd be pulling him aside and giving him a stern talking to, because that was absolutely appalling performance by him. He got totally rattled, Andrew. He wanted part of the video edited. He was recorded requesting that. I mean, he's just playing into the journalist's hands. And credit to Angus Grigg from the ABC, because he kept his composure. He was very polite from what we saw in that grab. And Brad Banducci, who would have thought he got hot under the collar over remarks of Rod Sims? It was just astounding to watch. And as you said, I think every comms person in the country will be watching this, Qantas and the Optus CEO, and going, do not do anything that they do, because they've all gone and they've all had atrocious media performances, Andrew.
You're quite right to pick up that mistake. I mean, the camera is on, it's on, it's on. And if you think, oh, listen, what I'm just about to say, you won't use that. Don't use this bit. I mean, seriously, that's like putting a red flag. Use exactly this bit. I mean, it's just so stupid. The idea, too, that you could browbeat a journalist into not using the best bit that he's got so far. Honestly, rookie errors. Look, maybe he didn't have a good sleep that night. I don't know. But what do you make of it? I mean, is it arrogance, or is it the fact that he just had a bad day? I don't know. What do you make of it?
I think probably what's happened, Andrew, now I don't know, but often in these situations they are filmed for, sometimes it can be hours. So they get tired. I mean, you're sitting under hot lights, you're being grilled. But he is experienced. He should know how to handle it. Keep your cool. If the journalist is probing you and you're getting a bit frustrated, just keep your composure. And for heaven's sake, don't say, oh, can you cut out that bad bit? No, I shouldn't have said that shocking bit. I mean, alarm bells, disclaimer, this is the bit that the journalist will immediately jump on. I just don't know what his comms team were telling him beforehand. And perhaps he was so arrogant, he thought, I can handle this and watch me go.
I think you might have put your finger on it right there. And a little word of advice to executives. If you think you're going to get filleted, but you do think you need to go on and put your case to air, ask for a live interview. It only lasts about that long. It's less flexible, and they can't edit what you say, and you can filibuster as well. You go talk, and hope that they run out of time. The RMIT's fact-checking unit has had a disaster, Sophie. I've talked about this outfit before, I think, with you. It's been led by Russell Skelton, the husband of an ABC presenter, and it's been contracted as a fact-checker by both Meta, owner of Facebook, to check Facebook posts, and for some reason by the ABC. It's as left-wing as the ABC, so it's a total love-in. For instance, in one 7-week period we discussed before, up to June 23, Skelton's FactLab, RMIT FactLab, targeted 17 opinions or views that were against Labor's voice, but didn't check a single fake claim of the yes side. And now, Sophie, it's been hit by some hard facts of its own. Hard facts that go right to its hip pocket. Tell us about it.
Well, that's right, Andrew. So ABC were in cahoots with RMIT FactLab. They were giving them funding to basically help do these fact checks. Now, they've parted ways with RMIT FactLab, or they are going to part ways with them. Andrew, this was a disaster. This was such a partisan outfit, like you said, that just focused on agendas. It focused heavily on the No campaign and basically said everything they were pushing out was false. Never, very rarely did that with the Yes campaign. Well, that backfired. You had Russell Skelton, a very experienced journalist heading up the FactLab and the fact check divisions. He was retweeting posts by Linda Burney, pro-voice posts. I mean, what on earth was going on there? And then you had staff at the ABC also endorsing these partisan views. Look, it was a partisan outfit from the day dot, and I don't think many people will be sad to see it go, but the ABC is setting up in replace their own Verify unit. So let's see, there'll probably be more jobs over at the ABC if you're looking for one.